What's up, guys? Welcome back to Wrestlers, Toys, and Stuff. Um, this is going to be my last video tonight. I just wanted to get all three ideas out of my head. This one is drafting only, CAWS to my roster. So, all the CAWS that I have, plus the ones that I've downloaded from Community Creations that are actually real wrestlers, they can be in it too because they are CAWS. So, for instance, Aaliyah Mysterio, she's a CAW, so she's getting drafted. And look who's next to him. And I mean, next to her. It's Aaron Matthews, or also known as Simply Better AM. I downloaded him, Brandon Collins, and Phoenix Nitro. So Aaron Matthews is coming to SmackDown. Alexander Wolf, Aaron Matthews, my career person, Amaya May, she's getting drafted. Angel Garza, Apollo Crews, Austin Theory. This is one of my sister's friends. They're coming to SmackDown. Bad Bunny, he's coming to SmackDown. Biggie, he's also getting drafted. Bobby Lashley. Here's Brandon Collins, Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed. Here's Chris Danger's my career person, Brooke. She's also getting drafted. Cameron Grimes. Here's my 2K19's my career person, Buzz. I made him in 2K20 because I felt like it. Carlito, Cedric Alexander. Y'all know who this is. This is Cena Hardy. Y'all know who that is. Here's Chris Danger, a random person that I decided to download, Clara Ripley, and she's amazing. So she's coming. Damian Priest, Danny Burch. A YouTuber I watch is Sister Devin, Dexter Loomis, Dominic Dijakovic, Dominic Mysterio. Another one of this is my other sister's best friend. She's also coming to SmackDown. Here's Fabian Eichner. My best friend. Here is Phoenix Nitro's girl in his 2K20 My Career mode, Haiti Hendricks. Here's my sister, one of my sisters. Here's one of my mom's friend's son, the Hurricane. He's coming. Isaiah Sword Scott. Here's a YouTuber I watch, Jaden Riley. James Drake, Jessamine Duke. Here's another one of my friends, Joaquin Wilde, John Morrison, Joe Coffey, my stepdad, Jordan Devlin, Kaylee Ray, another one of my friends. Here's my other sister, Keith Lee. There is a COV, Kevin Owens, so he's coming. Though you already saw him in my other universe mode. When he's in the match card, it's just a picture of Scarlett, who I'll also draft, but it's Kevin Owens. Here's Kushida and LA Knight. A random person that I made, Lance Rivers, Leon Ruff. This is my aunt's character. She made her. She named her Lilith Madison. That's not her name. I have to draft Logan Paul. Here's Maddie Ziegler. Marcel Bartel, Marina Shafir, Mark Coffey, Melanie Martinez, Melina, MVP, Nash Carter, this is me, my character, Omos. This will be my careers. This will be my career person, Owen Calcote. I don't know if I started it off of YouTube, but if I did, I'll just start recording from where I left off. I only did the first chapter if I started. Because here's Owen Calcote, Phoenix Nitro, Raquel Gonzalez, Raul Mendoza, Jesus. There's a lot of creative wrestlers that I have. Reginald. Another one of my sister's friends. Here's my mom. Santos Escobar. Scarlett. Sheamus. Shelton Benjamin. Shotzi Blackheart. Sia. Psycho Sid. Here's the My Career Person girl, Taryn Kelly. Tegan Knox. A random community creation that I downloaded for a Royal Rumble challenge that I was doing, and he was the winner, but I did this off of YouTube because at the time I still had my old phone and didn't have enough storage to do all this. Tiny Blaz was the winner, so I kept him, and I love him. He's really good. Tiny Blaz, though he has the custom Superstars movesets, I love using him. Here's a random person I made, Tommy Rivers, who is Lance Rivers' brother. This is the 2K20 My Career mode that I did off. Oh, I forgot to add his partner, Red. But here's Trey. I forgot to add Red. But there's Trey and Red that I did off camera. Tyler Rust. And Wesley. Oh, and Zach Gibson. I almost forgot about Zach Gibson. Can't forget about Zach Gibson. $89 superstars. I think this is the most that I've had. Besides the one that I did with Cena Hardy the first time. That one obviously had more because it was current WWE. But this one is just a bunch of random people. So who is my starting WWE champion? My starting WWE champion will be the current WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. And my starting Intercontinental champion will be the current Intercontinental champion, Apollo Crews. And my starting women's champion cannot be Bianca Belair. It's going to be Raquel Gonzalez. Because she is a champion. Raquel Gonzalez is a starting women's champion. She's the current NXT women's champion in real life. So there, Raquel Gonzalez can be the starting women's champion of this universe mode. Let's see the first episode of SmackDown. So we have Tyler Rust and Dominic Mysterio, Bronson Reed and Nash Carter, Raquel Gonzalez, Shotzi Blackheart, Carlito, Austin Theory, Apollo Crews, Wes Lee, my sister versus my friend. Well, my sister Haley versus my friend Cadence. My stepdad Justin, Jordan Devlin, and Trey. James Drake versus Big E. It's not Bobby Lashley versus Scarlett. It's Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens. Let's see who wins. Tyler Rust defeated Dominic. Nash Carter wins. Shotzi Blackheart wins. So, does that put Shotzi Blackheart at a title match against Raquel at the pay-per-view? Hopefully. Austin Theory wins. Wes Lee wins. Haley wins. Justin wins. Big E wins. And Kevin Owens wins. Let's go to the first pay-per-view, Money in the Bank. Well, we have the men's Money in the Bank ladder match featuring Mark Coffey, Nash Carter, Tommy Rivers, Psycho Sid, the current Intercontinental Champion Apollo Crews, so the Intercontinental title is not being defended on Money in the Bank. Tiny Blaz, Shelton Benjamin, and Damian Priest. Then we have Shotzi Blackheart versus Raquel Gonzalez, no title. I guess, whatever. Tyler Rust versus Dominic Mysterio. Reginald versus Bobby Lashley. We have the women's Money in the Bank. And it's all people that aren't wrestlers besides Melina. We have Devin Riley, which is the YouTuber's sister, my sister Kayla, my sister's friend, and technically my friend Avi. My sister Haley, we have the singer Sia, the dancer Maddie Ziegler, the YouTuber Jaden Riley, and Melina. This is the weirdest Money in the Bank match ever. And Tiny Blaz is Mr. Money in the Bank. Shotzi Blackheart wins, but in a non-title match. Tyler Rust defeats Dominic Mysterio. No title was on the line. Bobby Lashley defeated Reginald in a non-title match. And Sia is Miss Money in the Bank. Let's go to the Takeover Blackpool, because I didn't feel like not having a pay-per-view in June. Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews, Brooke Danger, Raquel Gonzalez, Angel Garza, Bobby Lashley, and Tyler Rust, Dominic Mysterio. No titles are on the line. Literally, there's only 4 matches. Shelton Benjamin wins. Brooke Danger wins. Bobby Lashley won in a no-title match. And Tyler Rust defeats Dominic again. If no titles are on the line in Extreme Rules, there's something wrong with this universe mode. Well, we have my mom, Samantha, versus Raquel Gonzalez. No title. And why are there only 4 matches? There's like 86 people on each roster, on this roster. Why is there only 4 matches? We're gonna have to switch all of these. I'll be right back. Pause. Whatever. If my mom wins, she's the champion. I will make her the champion. Logan Paul versus Apollo Crews. If Logan Paul wins, he's the Intercontinental Champion. Tyler Rust versus Dominic Mysterio. And Tommy Rivers versus Bobby Lashley. If Tommy Rivers wins, he's the WWE Champion. I don't care. And my mom is the new Women's Champion. Logan Paul is the new Intercontinental Champion. Dominic Mysterio defeated Tyler Rust. And Lashley retains. I'll be right back once I give... Actually, I'll just show you guys, because I'm that mad at the game. It's being stupid. Yeah, there's 89 people and only 4 matches on the pay-per-view. And I guess Sia cashed in her briefcase, but Raquel Gonzalez retained. Okay, but she's no longer the champion. And we're going to give the briefcase back to Sia, because I don't think the game decided to keep Sia as Miss Money in the Bank. The game is broken today. It's like, screw you, you've done 3 of these. You don't need to do another one, so screw you. Logan Paul. I'm like, who won? I know Logan Paul is going to hold the Intercontinental title forever. He's an overall 100 already. He was already an overall 100 when I downloaded him. Please, I just want to see this SmackDown. If there isn't 9 matches on the SmackDown, there is something wrong. Okay, there's 9 matches on the SmackDown. But let's go to SummerSlam. If there isn't 12 matches, if there's only 4 matches, there's something wrong with the game. Bro. there's only five matches. 5 matches on this show. And again, the title isn't on the line. Why? This universe mode's making me mad. Well, we have Lance Rivers and my sister Kayla versus Cedric Alexander and Red. Raquel Gonzalez gets her rematch. Bronson Reed versus Bobby Lashley for the title. If Bronson Reed wins, he's the champion. Angel Garza versus my stepdad Justin. And Apollo Crews is getting his rematch. And Lance Rivers and my sister lose to Cedric Alexander and Red. My mom retains her championship. Bobby Lashley retains. Angel Garza won. And Apollo Crews wins back the Intercontinental Championship. Apollo Crews is now a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Let's go to Hell in a Cell. Please have there be more than 4 or 5. Please. If there isn't a Royal Rumble at Royal Rumble, whatever. Raquel Gonzalez versus my mom again. LA Knight and my sister Haley versus Trey and Brooke Danger. Logan Paul gets his rematch. And Wesley versus Bobby Lashley for the title. My mom retains her title again. LA Knight and my sister win this time. Well, my other sister. And Apollo Crews retains his Intercontinental title. And Wes Lee is the brand new WWE Champion. Hopefully now that I'm doing this, the frickin' title will be on the line. Because the game is being very stupid and it's making me mad. Hopefully WrestleMania has 14 matches. Let's see Super Showdown's card. Hopefully this one has the 12 matches it's supposed to have. Nope, it has 3. And they're all title matches. We have Logan Paul versus Apollo Crews again. Bobby Lashley's getting his rematch. And Raquel Gonzalez versus my mom. Logan Paul wins back the Intercontinental Championship. Logan Paul is now a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. Bobby Lashley wins back his WWE title. Bobby Lashley is now a 2-time WWE Champion. And my mom retains her women's championship. Let's go to Survivor Series. Please have there be a Survivor Series match. Please have there be a Survivor Series match. If there isn't one, I will be mad. Okay, yay, there's a Survivor Series match. And the title isn't on the line, but oh well. And there's also a women's Survivor Series match. Well, the men's side is Team Wolf versus Team Wild. Team Wolf is Alexander Wolf, Fabian Eichner, Santos Escobar, and Damian Priest. And Team Wild is Joaquin Wild, Tyler Rust, Mark Coffey, and Cameron Grimes. This is probably the weirdest Survivor Series match ever. And then we have Raquel Gonzalez versus my mom again for the title. Wes Lee getting his rematch. Apollo Crews versus Logan Paul. Apollo Crews is getting his rematch. And then for the women's, we have Team Haiti versus Team Clara. Team Haiti is Haiti Hendricks, Tegan Knox, Melina, and my sister's friend, and technically my friend Sadie. Versus Team Clara is Clara Ripley, Amaya May, Marina Shafir, and Scarlett. So, Team Wolf wins. Alexander Wolf, Fabian Eichner, Santos Escobar, and Damian Priest. Raquel Gonzalez wins back her women's championship. Raquel Gonzalez is now a 2-time women's champion. Bobby Lashley is still the WWE champion. Logan Paul is still the Intercontinental champion. and Team Clara wins. Clara, Ripley, Amaya May, Marina Shafir, and Scarlett Bordeaux. TLC, I'm guessing we'll have 4 matches. Because I broke universe mode. Wow, this is the one that has the most matches. This has the most matches so far. Apollo Crews versus Logan Paul for the Intercontinental title. MVP and Taryn Kelly versus Kushida and Haiti Hendricks. My mom versus Raquel Gonzalez. My mom's getting her rematch. Jessamine Duke versus my sister's friend Ella. And again, technically my friend, because a lot of my sister's friends, well, both my sisters, a lot of their friends are my friends. We have my 2K19 person Buzz versus the Hurricane, and Wesley versus Bobby Lashley. Logan Paul retains the Intercontinental Championship. MVP and Taryn Kelly win. My mom wins back her Women's Championship. My sister, Ella wins. Buzz wins. And Bobby Lashley retains the WWE title. Hopefully there's a Royal Rumble match. If there isn't, I will make one. I will make 2 if there isn't. If there isn't any Royal Rumbles, I'll make 2 of them. Buzz versus the Hurricane. Okay, here's the men's Royal Rumble. Raquel Gonzalez is getting her rematch. Jessamine Duke, Ella. Wesley, Bobby Lashley, myself, and Alexander Wolf for the WWE Championship. Apollo Crews versus Logan Paul, and here's the Women's Rumble. So, Buzz defeats the Hurricane. I'll have to go to the news to see that one. My mom retains her Women's Championship. Jessamine Duke wins this time, and Bobby Lashley retains the WWE title. Logan Paul retains the Intercontinental title. And who won the Women's Rumble? Tegan Nox won the Women's Rumble. And Wes Lee won the Men's Rumble. Wesley was in a fatal four-way match right after. Good thing he lost. Because he was also in a fatal four-way match for the championship. And he lost. Well, let's go to Elimination Chamber. If Wesley is facing Bobby Lashley again, Wesley can't. Ooh, Big E. This is for the women's title. We have my mom, Raquel Gonzalez, Brooke Danger, Devin Riley, my sister Kayla, and Taryn Kelly. Omos versus Dominik Dijakovic. This is the first time we've seen these two. Jessamine Duke versus Ella again. Apollo Crews versus Logan Paul for the title again. And then this is the WWE title Elimination Chamber. Big E, Bobby Lashley, James Drake, my mom's friend's son Hunter, LA Knight, and Trey. My mom retains her championship. Omos defeats Dominik Dijakovic. Ella wins again. Logan Paul retains. And Big E is the new WWE champion. Big E is the new WWE champion. This universe mode is just being stupid. But I'll just keep switching the titles. I don't care. Fastlane. Let's see what the matches at Fastlane will be. We have Apollo Crews, Big E, Braun Strowman, and Logan Paul in a double championship match. Both the WWE and Intercontinental titles are on the line in this match. We have my mom versus Raquel Gonzalez for the title. Phoenix Nitro versus Zach Gibson. First time we've seen these two also. Maddie Ziegler versus Sadie. We've seen these two before. And then Bobby Lashley versus Wesley. Okay. Bobby Lashley isn't the champion anymore, but whatever. And Omos versus Dominik Dijakovic. Wesley has to face whoever wins this match. And Logan Paul is still the Intercontinental Champion, but is the WWE Champion now, too. Raquel Gonzalez wins back the championship that I think she's now a 3 or 4-time women's champion. Zach Gibson defeated Phoenix Nitro. Maddie Ziegler defeated Sadie. Bobby Lashley defeated Wesley. Dominik Dijakovic defeated Omos. Big E wasn't WWE champ for that long, because that honor is now Logan Paul's. We haven't seen Leon Ruff ever. Logan Paul is now the WWE and Intercontinental Champion, so Logan Paul has to wrestle in 2 matches at WrestleMania. And Sia cashed in again. Shiny Blast has yet to cash in. He's just like, whatever. I have this briefcase, but I'm not going to do anything with it. And that's the last time we've seen him, too. We haven't seen Tiny Blast since he won the thing. He hasn't been in any like, stuffs. He hasn't been in any rivalries or anything. And it's WrestleMania time. Let's see the 3 title matches that I'm going to watch. Phoenix Nitro versus Zach Gibson. Tegan Nox versus Raquel Gonzalez. James Drake versus Carlito. Maddie versus Sadie. And then Wesley versus Logan Paul, obviously. Bro, where's Logan Paul's Intercontinental title match? Where is his Intercontinental title match? Whatever. This is for both belts, too, then. WWE and Intercontinental title. If Wesley wins, he's a 2-time WWE champ. So, we have... I'm not going to watch it because, Custom Superstars in 2K20, they wind up crashing the game, and it makes me mad. Phoenix Nitro defeated Zach Gibson. Raquel Gonzalez is still the women's champion. So we started with Raquel Gonzalez as the champion, and we ended with her as the champion. James Drake defeated Carlito. Sadie defeated Maddie Ziegler again. And Logan Paul retains both the WWE and Intercontinental title. And Bobby Lashley wins this random triple threat match between him, Big E, and Raul Mendoza. First time we've seen Raul Mendoza. Why did he get in the main event? I don't know. But we'll just look at the people that we never saw. We never saw Aaliyah or Aaron. We never saw... I think we saw Bad Bunny once in this one. We never saw Brandon Collins. We never saw Cena Hardy. And that's a shame. Because I think if he were going to put in... If he was going to be put into a title match... Oh, I know why we haven't seen them. Because I forgot to put them all in title divisions. Oops. That's why the titles were never on the line. Ugh. You know what? We're gonna restart this whole video, but I'm not, like, restarting the video. We're just gonna restart from right here. And we're gonna keep the current champions. So this is gonna be a 2-year simulation. And I'll just put them all in rosters. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here are the divisions. Logan Paul, well, the WWE title division is Logan Paul, Wesley, Aaron Matthews, Kevin Owens, Phoenix Nitro, Justin, Buzz, Bobby Lashley, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Santos Escobar, Bad Bunny, Brandon Collins, Damian Priest, Dominik Dijakovic, Psycho Sid, Sheamus, The Hurricane, Mark Coffey, Cena Hardy, Tiny Blaz, current Mr. Money in the Bank, John Morrison, Bronson Reed, Owen Calcote, Cedric Alexander, me, my friend Gabe, Big E, Joaquin Wilde, Dexter Loomis, Keith Lee, Braun Strowman, Lance Rivers, and my friend Jesse. For the Intercontinental Division, it's obviously the current champ Logan Paul, Fabian Eichner, Carlito, Angel Garza, Zach Gibson, Austin Theory, Tyler Rust, LA Knight, Dominic Mysterio, Jordan Devlin, Alexander Wolf, Leon Ruff, Omos, Apollo Crews, Kushida, Chris Danger, James Drake, Tommy Rivers, Cameron Grimes, MVP, Marcel Bartel, Nash Carter, Trey, Danny Burch, Raul Mendoza, Shelton Benjamin, Joe Coffey, Reginald, and Hunter. And for the women's, it's obviously the current champ, Raquel Gonzalez, who's like a 4-time champ, Maddie Ziegler, Haiti Hendricks, Clara Ripley, Ella, Sadie, Amaya May, Jessamine Duke, Kaylee Ray, Tegan Knox, my mom, Samantha. Her wrestling name is Samantha Pantha, just because. Sadie, Marina Shafir, Devin Riley, Red, Avi, Scarlett Bordeaux, Shotzi Blackheart, Cadence, Brooke, Haley, Taryn Kelly, Lilith Madison, Aaliyah Mysterio, Melina, Kayla, Jaden Riley, and Melanie Martinez. So let's look at the first week of this SmackDown. Big E, Bobby Lashley, Haiti Hendricks, Ella, Kevin Owens, Danny Burch, a mixed gender tag, Wesley and Avi versus my friend Gabe and my mom. That's weird, but whatever. James Drake versus Carlito, Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Dexter Loomis, Maddie Ziegler versus Sadie, Phoenix Nitro versus Cena Hardy, Marina Shafir versus Tegan Knox. Maybe that's why there was only like 4 matches on each show, because I forgot to put people in rosters. But, let's see. Bobby Lashley defeated Big E. Ella defeated Haiti Hendricks. Kevin Owens wins. Wesley and Avi win. Carlito wins. Isaiah Swerve Scott wins. Maddie Ziegler wins. Cena Hardy wins. Marina Shafir won. Okay, let's simulate to Money in the Bank. Can Tiny Blast retain his briefcase because he never cashed in? And let's see, is there more than 6 matches? Yay, there's 12 matches. What they're supposed to be. So we have Lashley versus Big E, Mark Coffey versus Tiny Blaz. So he gave up his briefcase. He is not defending it. We have my mom versus Raquel Gonzalez again. Marina Shafir versus Tegan Knox. James Drake versus Carlito. Justin versus Buzz. Dominic Dijakovic versus John Morrison. Okay, this Money in the Bank is better. Haiti Hendricks, Avi, Ella, Kaylee Ray, Clara Ripley, Shotzi Blackheart, Brooke Danger, and Taryn Kelly. And then we have Maddie Ziegler versus Sadie, Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Phoenix Nitro, Aaron Matthews versus Logan Paul for the WWE Championship. And then for the men's Money in the Bank, we have Cena Hardy, Wes Lee, Damian Priest, Bad Bunny, Brandon Collins, Santos Escobar, Kevin Owens, and Cedric Alexander. This is a weird Money in the Bank card. And Bobby Lashley defeated Big E. Mark Coffey defeated Tiny Blaz. Raquel Gonzalez retains her women's championship. Tegan Knox defeated Marina Shafir. Carlito defeated James Drake. Justin defeated Buzz. Dominic Dijakovic defeated John Morrison. Shotzi Blackheart is Miss Money in the Bank. Sadie defeated Maddie Ziegler. Isaiah Swerve Scott defeated Phoenix Nitro. Aaron Matthews is the new WWE Champion. So Logan Paul gets out of the WWE title picture. He is only in the Intercontinental title picture now. And Brandon Collins is Mr. Money in the Bank. Let's go to NXT, or Take over Blackpool. Bobby Lashley versus Big E. Justin versus Buzz. James Drake versus Carlito. Damian Priest versus Mark Coffey. Shotzi Blackheart cashed in and won the title, obviously. So we have Maddie Ziegler versus Shotzi Blackheart for the Women's Championship. Tyler Rust versus Logan Paul for the Intercontinental title. Wes Lee versus Aaron Matthews for the WWE title. And Marina Shafir versus Tegan Nox. Bobby Lashley defeated Big E. Buzz defeated Justin. Carlito defeated James Drake. Mark Coffey defeated Damian Priest. Shotzi Blackheart retains her women's title. Logan Paul retains his Intercontinental title. Aaron Matthews retains his WWE title. And Marina Shafir defeated Tegan Nox. Let's go to Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules is John Morrison versus Damian Priest, and my mom is accompanying John Morrison to the ring. Why? I don't know. Marcel Bartel versus Austin Theory, and Walters being a good man and accompanying his partner to the ring. Danny Burch versus Kushida. Justin versus Buzz again. Marina Shafir versus Tegan Nox. Bobby Lashley versus Big E. Carlito versus Logan Paul for the IC title. Wes Lee versus Aaron Matthews for the WWE title. Haiti Hendricks versus Shotzi Blackheart for the women's title. John Morrison defeated Damian Priest. Marcel Bartel defeated Austin Theory. Kushida defeated Danny Burch. Buzz defeated Justin. Tegan Nox defeated Marina Shafir. Big E defeated Bobby Lashley. Logan Paul is still the Intercontinental Champion. Aaron Matthews is still the WWE Champion. And Haiti Hendricks is the new Women's Champion. Let's go to SummerSlam. SummerSlam's matches are The Hurricane versus Cena Hardy, Bad Bunny versus Braun Strowman, Danny Burch versus Kushida, Santos Escobar with Jaden Riley versus Mark Coffey, Tegan Nox versus Haiti Hendricks for the Women's Championship, Big E versus Dominik Dijakovic, Buzz and Clara Ripley versus James Drake and Kayla, Justin versus John Morrison, and my mom should be in Justin's corner, but whatever. Wes Lee versus Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley versus Phoenix Nitro, Damian Priest versus Aaron Matthews for the WWE title, Brandon Collins versus Isaiah Swerve Scott, and a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship, Carlito versus Logan Paul versus Austin Theory. Cena Hardy defeated the Hurricane, Braun Strowman defeated Bad Bunny, Kushida defeated Danny Burch, Mark Coffey defeated Santos Escobar, Haiti Hendricks retains her Women's Championship, Big E defeated Dominik Dijakovic, James Drake and Kayla defeated Buzz and Clara Ripley, John Morrison defeated Justin, Wes Lee defeated Kevin Owens, Phoenix Nitro defeated Bobby Lashley, Damian Priest is the new WWE Champion, Brandon Collins defeated Isaiah Swerve Scott, and Logan Paul is still the Intercontinental Champion. Logan Paul's like a three-time Intercontinental Champion. His third title reigns lasted the longest. Here's Hell in a Cell. Big E versus Braun Strowman. Omos and Brooke Danger versus Phoenix Nitro and Ella. Kushida versus Danny Burch. Buzz versus Kevin Owens. Marcel Bartel versus Austin Theory. Wes Lee versus Damian Priest for the WWE title. Justin versus John Morrison. Carlito versus Logan Paul for the Intercontinental title. And Tegan Nox versus Haiti Hendricks for the Women's title. Big E defeated Braun Strowman. Phoenix Nitro and Ella defeated Omos and Brooke Danger. Kushida defeated Danny Burch. Buzz defeated Kevin Owens. Austin Theory defeated Marcel Bartel. Damian Priest defeated two-time champion Wes Lee. John Morrison defeated Justin. And Logan Paul retains his Intercontinental title. and Haiti Hendricks retains her women's title. Let's see Super Showdown's card. So Super Showdown's matches: Isaiah Swerve Scott versus the Hurricane, Maddie Ziegler versus Haiti Hendricks, Buzz versus Kevin Owens, Big E versus Tiny Blaz, Aaron Matthews versus Keith Lee, Wesley versus Bobby Lashley. I'm sick of seeing this match. Justin versus John Morrison, Santos Escobar versus Brandon Collins, Kushida versus Logan Paul for the Intercontinental title, Phoenix Nitro versus Damian Priest in a no-holds-barred match for the WWE Championship. Isaiah Swerve Scott defeated the Hurricane. Haiti Hendricks retains her women's championship. Buzz defeated Kevin Owens for the 5 millionth time. Tiny Blaz defeated Big E. Aaron Matthews defeated Keith Lee. Wesley defeated Bobby Lashley. John Morrison defeated Justin for like the 4th time on pay-per-view. Brandon Collins, Mr. Money in the Bank, defeated Santos Escobar. Oh my Jesus. Logan Paul is still Intercontinental Champion. Damian Priest is still WWE Champion. Is Brandon Collins still Mr. Money in the Bank? It doesn't tell me right there. It will here. Okay, he's still Mr. Money in the Bank. How long has Logan Paul? Logan Paul has been champion altogether in his 2 reigns as champion. He's been champ altogether for 371 days. What about Apollo? Apollo is only 110. What about Damian Priest? How long has he held the title for? Wesley being a 2-time champ. That doesn't tell me where Wesley is. But Wesley, I think, is a 2-time champ. He only held it for 21 days combined. Big E was only champ for 28. Damian Priest has been champ for 42. Logan Paul was champ for 63. And Aaron Matthews was champ for 84 days. Wow. Oh, how long was Bobby Lashley champ for? 243 days combined. Wow. Okay, let's go on. I got sidetracked, Bo. Survivor Series. And I didn't look at the women's title. Oh well, I'll do that after this show. Hopefully, Logan Paul loses his Intercontinental title. He don't need to be champ no more. We have Sia versus Haiti Hendricks for the women's title. Big E versus Justin. Finally, not Big E versus Bobby Lashley or Justin versus John Morrison. Marina Shafir versus Shotzi Blackheart. Kevin Owens versus Tiny Blaz. Yay! Okay, we have Team Drake versus Team Nitro again. Phoenix Nitro is a team captain again. For Team Drake, we have James Drake, Marcel Bartel, Bobby Lashley, and Joaquin Wilde versus Phoenix Nitro, Angel Garza, Santos Escobar, and Wesley. That is a weird match, but whatever. Buzz versus John Morrison. Austin Theory versus Logan Paul for the Intercontinental Championship. Brandon Collins possibly cashing in to face Damian Priest for the WWE title. And for the women's Money in the Bank, we have Team Mom versus Team Clara. Team Mom is my mom, Samantha, Melanie Martinez, Jessamine Duke, and Jaden Riley. And Team Clara is Clara Ripley, Cadence, Tegan Knox, and Haley. So, Sia is the new women's champion. Big E defeated Justin. Shotzi Blackheart defeated Marina Shafir. Tiny Blaz defeated Kevin Owens. Team Drake won. John Morrison defeated Buzz. Logan Paul is still the Intercontinental Champion. Damian Priest is still the WWE champion, and Team Clara won. Is Brandon Collins still Mr. Money in the Bank? Okay, he did not cash in. How long? Raquel Gonzalez was champ for 194 days combined, but how long? She's a 3-time champ, and my mom's a 2-time champ, while the rest of them are only 1. My mom combined held it for 170. Haiti Hendricks, I think Haiti Hendricks has had the longest title reign out of all of them. Just as in one is 119 days. Yeah, her title reign lasted 119 days before dropping it to Sia, who probably is going to be like Logan Paul and never drop the title. Okay, let's go to TLC, because Sia is an overall 100. So Sia will probably never drop that women's title. See, she's at the main event of... Okay, Austin Theory versus Logan Paul, Intercontinental title on the line. Tiny Blaz versus Braun Strowman, Marina Shafir, Shotzi Blackheart, Kevin Owens, Joaquin Wilde, Dominic Dijakovic, Mark Coffey, Big E, Justin, Phoenix Nitro, Damian Priest for the WWE title, Wesley versus Bobby Lashley, Buzz versus John Morrison, Santos Escobar versus Aaron Matthews, Brandon Collins versus Isaiah Swerve Scott, and then a triple threat TLC match for the women's title, Tegan Nox, Sia, and Maddie Ziegler. Finally, Logan Paul loses the Intercontinental Championship to Austin Theory. Braun Strowman defeated Tiny Blaz. Marina Shafir defeated Shotzi Blackheart. Kevin Owens defeated Joaquin Wilde. Dominic Dijakovic defeated Mark Coffey. Justin defeated Big E. Damian Priest is still the WWE champion. He's been having an amazing reign as champ. Bobby Lashley defeated Wesley for the 5 millionth time. John Morrison defeated Buzz. Aaron Matthews defeated Santos Escobar. Isaiah Swerve Scott defeated Brandon Collins. And Sia is still your women's champion. Time to rumble with the Royal Rumble. Who will win their respective Rumbles this year, or the year 2, technically? Okay, so it's obviously probably going to be the Women's Rumble, and Haley's probably going to win it, or else she wouldn't be on the poster. Phoenix Nitro versus Damian Priest for the WWE title opens Royal Rumble. The WWE title always opens the Royal Rumble in the Universe modes. Big E versus Justin. Kushida versus Austin Theory for the Intercontinental title. Here's the men's Royal Rumble. Wesley versus Bobby Lashley again. Kevin Owens versus Tiny Blaz. Lilith Madison versus Amaya May. Buzz versus John Morrison. Tegan Nox versus Sia for the women's title and the women's Rumble. Damian Priest retains his WWE title. Big E defeats Justin. Austin Theory retains his Intercontinental title. I'll have to go to the news to see who won the Royal Rumble. Wesley defeated Bobby Lashley. Kevin Owens defeated Tiny Blaz. Lilith Madison defeated Amaya May. John Morrison defeated Buzz. Sia retains her women's title. And who won the Women's Rumble? Lilith Madison won the Women's Rumble. And Wesley wins the Royal Rumble again. Wesley won both Royal Rumbles. Okay. I guess we'll see Wesley in the WWE title match at WrestleMania again, but whatever. Here's Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber is Maddie Ziegler versus Cadence. Kushida versus Austin Theory for the Intercontinental Championship. Big E versus Joaquin Wilde. Braun Strowman versus Dexter Lumis. The WWE Elimination Chamber is Phoenix Nitro, Damian Priest, Bobby Lashley, Brandon Collins, Aaron Matthews, and Justin. So we have all of the Vibe members in the Elimination Chamber. And then Tegan Knox versus Sia for the women's title. And then whoever wins this will face the WWE champion at Fastlane. Buzz, John Morrison, Kevin Owens, Tiny Blaz, Santos Escobar, and Isaiah Swerve Scott. So Maddie Ziegler defeated Cadence. Kushida is the new Intercontinental Champion. Joaquin Wilde defeated Big E. Braun Strowman defeated Dexter Lumis. Damian Priest retains the WWE title. Sia retains the women's title. So we will see Damian Priest versus John Morrison at Fastlane for the WWE title to see who goes on to face Wesley. Time for Fastlane. So Fastlane's matches are Wesley versus Braun Strowman, Big E versus Justin, Tiny Blaz versus Joaquin Wilde, a fatal four-way for the Intercom title, Austin Theory, Kushida, Carlito, LA Knight. Sorry, Phoenix Nitro, but that spot goes to John Morrison. And Phoenix Nitro, you can face Buzz. John Morrison might be the one to defeat Damian Priest. Buzz and Phoenix Nitro. So let's see Fastlane's matches now. So Fastlane's matches are Wesley Braun Strowman, Big E Justin, Tiny Blaz versus Joaquin Wilde, Austin Theory versus Kushida versus Carlito versus LNA for the Intercontinental title, John Morrison versus Damian Priest for the WWE title, Kevin Owens versus Santos Escobar, Buzz versus Phoenix Nitro, Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Bad Bunny versus Cena Hardy in a random triple threat match, Brandon Collins versus Bobby Lashley, and Tegan Knox versus Sia for the Women's Championship. Wesley defeats Braun Strowman. Good momentum going into WrestleMania. Justin defeated Big E. Tiny Blaz defeated Joaquin Wilde. Kushida retains the Intercontinental title. Damian Priest will face Wesley for the WWE title at WrestleMania unless Brandon Collins cashes in. Santos Escobar defeated Kevin Owens. Phoenix Nitro defeated Buzz. Isaiah Swerve Scott defeated Bad Bunny and Cena Hardy. Brandon Collins defeated Bobby Lashley. Sia defeated Tegan Knox. Let me go check to see if Brandon is still Mr. Brandon cashed in but failed. Damian Priest retained. So let's go to WrestleMania. So it's Damian Priest versus Wesley for the WWE Championship. And the main event's either going to be the Intercontinental title, it's the women's title. So we have Cena Hardy versus Lance Rivers, Bad Bunny versus Big E, Sheamus versus Bronson Reed, Tiny Blaz, Joaquin Wilde, Austin Theory versus Kushida, Intercontinental title on the line, Dominic Dijakovic, Mark Coffey, Buzz, Kevin Owens, Lilith Madison versus Amaya May, my friend Gabe versus the Hurricane, Cedric Alexander versus John Morrison, and then the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, Santos Escobar, Bobby Lashley, Brandon Collins, Aaron Matthews, Braun Strowman, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Phoenix Nitro, and Justin. And then Wesley versus Damian Priest for the WWE title. And a triple threat match for the women's title, Cadence versus Sia versus Clara Ripley. So, Cena Hardy defeated Lance Rivers. Big E defeated Bad Bunny. Sheamus defeated Bronson Reed. Tiny Blaz defeated Joaquin Wilde. Kushida retained the Intercontinental title. Dominic Dijakovic defeated Mark Coffey. Kevin Owens defeated Buzz. Amaya May defeated Lilith Madison. The Hurricane defeated Gabe. John Morrison defeated Cedric Alexander. Brandon Collins won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Damian Priest retained the WWE title, and Sia retained the women's title. Let's see who were the final. Well, Raquel Gonzalez started as women's champ. Sia ended. I forget. Bobby Lashley started as WWE champ. Damian Priest ended, and Apollo Crews started as Intercontinental champ. Kushida ended as champ. Damian Priest has been champ for 217 days. And then the next longest reigning was Aaron Matthews with 84. Then it was Logan Paul with 63. Then it was Big E with 28. Wesley with 21. Bobby Lashley is the all-time longest reigning, though both reigns combined was 243. Kushida, well, here's the Intercontinental title. Logan Paul combined held it for 434 days. And then Apollo Crews combined 110. And then Austin Theory was champ for 56 days, and Kushida was champ for 56. And then for the women's, Raquel Gonzalez combined was 194. And then my mom was 170 combined. Sia has been champ for 133. Haiti Hendricks was champ for 119. And that's it. So there were only 4 different women's champions. Oh, I forgot Shotzi. How long was Shotzi Blackheart champ for? I guess the game doesn't acknowledge her title reign because the game is stupid. But we have Raquel Gonzalez, Samantha, Raquel Gonzalez, Samantha, Raquel Gonzalez, Shotzi Blackheart, Haiti Hendricks, and Sia. The Intercontinental title went Apollo Crews, Logan Paul, Apollo Crews, Logan Paul, Apollo Crews, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Kushida. And the WWE title went Bobby Lashley, Wesley, Bobby Lashley, Wesley, Bobby Lashley, Big E, Logan Paul, Aaron Matthews, Damian Priest. Bye, guys.